I'm Christopher, the Midwest Man Mountain, and I believe that woodworking and gardening are two of the best ways to be sustainable, creative, and achieve a sense of purpose. Thank you for watching.
Today we're going over a very simple way to transplant raspberries. So, as you can see, this is a makeshift style video. I am out in the garden. I readjusted my vertical raspberry trellis. I know it's leaning a little bit forward. I did that purposefully so that I can properly get back here and walk. Anyways, you see I've been ripping out some raspberries that were over here and repositioning some of these canes to go into the trellis. These are second-year canes. They will be just fine, trust me. And in time, I mean, these will last another year, 2 years if we're lucky, and it's all going to fill in between here where the base of this trellis is. So what I've been doing, as I've been pulling these out, I have been pulling out balls with big roots. For example, you can see I got this nice cluster, a little green shoot. I'm going to simply dig a hole in the ground somewhere on the bottom where it's less full, put it in there, and that growth will be a little bit shorter than the rest of it because it's going to take some time to get established, but I will most likely get fruit from 75% of what I transplant. Plus there's plenty of other new growth that's coming up that I'm not transplanting, like all of this, as you can see. So that's all going to go up and go through the trellises, and we're just going to have a ton. All right, to show you a true example, we pulled some stuff up over there, and I just made some space over here. This is about 3 feet wide, and you can see if I back up, I'm starting a hedge going like this. So we'll make one day a nice L shape of raspberries in the garden. It's hard to tell now in April here in Gardening Zone 5A, especially since I get a lot of raspberries in September, October, but it's going to be a nice green corner. Just trust me. If you follow this channel in another 2 years, you'll see a huge hedge of raspberries. It'll be beautiful. Well, we got some rain last night after we did some work on the raspberries. You see here the ones that we transplanted. And then I got in the mail these two things from my buddy Jim. He's the Midwest gardener. There should be some black raspberries in here. Let's take a look. All right, so we got 2 packages that look like this. Got some soil and the sprouts from the black raspberries that he grows. And I had no more than that 3 years ago when I started all of these raspberries that fill in here. So in 3 years' time, we'll have lots of them. And these little sprouts look exactly like my younglings. So it's a perfect time of year to transplant them. And there you have it. May not look like much now, but come the end of the season, and maybe September, we'll get a little cluster, and then next year they'll spread out, and then next year they'll be all over the place. I had this one put its roots growing in this direction, and this one, it's a cluster of roots growing in that direction. We'll see if that helps at all. So much fun. We love raspberries in this house. Anyways, real short, dirty video about transplanting, moving your raspberries around. Don't be afraid to rip things out. Just get as much root as you can, bury it firmly, and it'll come up next year if it doesn't come up this year. Happy gardening.